So yes, the first step is to recognize I am awareness, or I am that which is aware of my experience. You understand what I mean by that? For instance, you have a thought or a series of thoughts. Now, when a thought disappears, take a thought now, any thought you like. So that thought has already gone. When the thought is present, you are aware of it. Now, when the thought disappears, you don't feel that a little bit of you disappears with it. You just remain behind, knowing the next thought or the next perception. In other words, what you essentially are is not made of thoughts. What you essentially are is that which knows your thoughts, or that which is aware of them. So that's the first step. I am that which is aware, or awareness itself, or the experience of being aware. So that is the discovery of the presence of awareness. It is not yet the discovery of the nature of awareness. So there is a further step that is necessary to discover the nature of that awareness, because we're talking now not in the abstract about awareness, we're talking about ourselves. We have discovered that what I essentially am is awareness. So we're talking about the discovery of the exploration and discovery of the essential nature of ourself. So now, having discovered I am that which is aware of experience, we have to ask, what is the nature of that awareness? Now, who is going to be able to tell us about the nature of awareness? Who is it that knows about awareness? Who is it that knows, for instance, that there is awareness? Who or what?
I guess it's awareness itself.
Awareness itself, because awareness is the only one that is aware. A sensation is not aware. A thought is not aware. Your body is not aware. Only awareness is aware. So the knowledge that we have, I am aware, and each of us now has the knowledge of being aware. That knowledge is, awareness is knowledge of itself. It is not a body that has the experience, I am aware. It is awareness that has the experience, I am aware. So the only one that knows anything about awareness is itself. So we have to ask awareness, what is, I say we, I'm talking about the mind. The mind says to awareness, what is your experience of yourself? We all know what the mind's view of awareness is. The mind thinks that awareness was created by the body, and it lives in the body and shares the limits and destiny of the body. That's the conventional view of awareness, if indeed we think about it at all. But thought knows nothing of awareness. It is awareness that knows awareness. Now, what is awareness's experience of itself? You are that which is aware of your experience. So if instead of being aware of your thoughts, you now become aware of the experience of being aware, what do you find there?
I guess it's empty, or there's no content.
Okay, it's no content. That's perfect. Keep going. What else do you, awareness, know about yourself? What is your experience of yourself? You're absolutely right. It's empty in the sense that there's no objective content there. What else? If you were to try to use words to describe, I'm talking to you, awareness. If you, awareness, were to use words to describe your own experience of yourself, what would you say? I'm empty. There are no objects within me. Yes. What else?
Simple.
Yes, simple. Let me ask you a few questions. If you were to ask awareness, or if you, awareness, were to ask yourself, do I ever experience myself appearing and disappearing? What would you say? What would you, awareness, say? Do I have any knowledge of my own appearance or disappearance?
No, and I guess my related question about the sleep is to do with content.
Yeah. But just sticking with the question I asked, do I ever experience my own appearance, or let's just take disappearance. Do I, awareness, ever experience the disappearance of myself?
No.
Have I, awareness, ever experienced the appearance of myself? How do I know then that I do disappear or appear? I don't. That's what thought says about me. Why? Because thought identifies me with the body, with objects. Thought notices that objects appear and disappear, so it presumes that consciousness appears and disappears. But if we ask the one who knows, and awareness is the only one that is aware, if we ask awareness, what is your experience of yourself? Do you ever experience yourself disappearing? Awareness goes silent, just as you did. And in that silence, awareness was exploring itself, looking for the experience of its own disappearance. And you realize, no, I, awareness, have never had the experience of my own disappearance or death. Therefore, in my own experience of myself, I am without disappearance or death. I am without appearance or birth. It's only thought that identifies me with the body that presumes that I share the destiny of the body. In other words, that I was born and will die. But in my own experience of myself, I am ever present. Not ever present in time, but eternally present now. Now, go on. If I were to ask you, awareness, do you ever experience a limit in yourself? In order to answer that question, you, awareness, have to explore yourself. See if you can find the edge of yourself. Try to do that.
I guess all I can say is,
Don't guess.
the question seems inapplicable. Or it's
I-
not
I-
that it
you're
that
right.
it doesn't have an answer.
You're right. It's not, even to answer no is not quite enough. It's an absurd question to ask consciousness. Ask yourself, awareness, do you, awareness, ever come in contact with anything outside of yourself? Try now to come in contact with something outside awareness. Go wherever you want in your experience, in your remembered experience, your imagined, go wherever you want. You could be an astronaut on the moon, you can be an astrophysicist, a microbiologist, a homeless person. Go wherever you want. Ask yourself the question, do I ever come in contact with anything outside of myself, that is, outside awareness?
On the other hand, this is perhaps the mind speaking, but shouldn't then, the contents of awareness in this case
No,
are very particular. And
but when we're not
point.
interested, your question was about the nature of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep on your question.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanted to know about the nature, not just establishing the first step, the presence of awareness. Mm-hmm. Your question was about the second step. How do we explore the nature of awareness? So I'm giving you those tools. Stay on track with me. Do you, awareness, ever come in contact with anything outside of yourself? Try now to come in contact with something outside of yourself. You, awareness. It's not possible. have you ever come in contact with anything outside of awareness? Or could you ever? Has anyone here ever come in contact with anything outside awareness? It's not possible. Why do we think there is something outside awareness? It's a religion. It's the religion of materialism. Matter in this context is defined as that which exists outside consciousness. What is that stuff? Nobody's ever found it. Physicists are still looking for it. The more they look into matter, the less like matter they realize it is. And they're onto something. They're right. Matter is not matter. Matter is what consciousness looks like from the perspective of the finite mind.